Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynx and today we are hopping back into Scarlett Hollow. So it's been a hot minute since I last played, but um, I'm excited to hop back into the game after a hot minute. So let's get started. So I think I wanted to decide if I wanted to see if So Tabitha's right. After last night, the last thing you need is to get stuck into more adventures. After last night, make up to your cousin Screw going to town, clean the guest bedroom instead. Obviously, we have to head to town. Tabitha isn't here to stop you now. You head outside, back to the mountain path that leads to town. Awesome! The walk back to town much less pleasant today than it was yesterday, when you didn't yet know that the woods were full of monsters and strange men that know your name, which is also true. You stare anxiously into the darkness between trees and search for any sign of movement, but the woods are still, at least for now. I think only at night do we have, like, creepy men. The autumn-tinged mountains, sprawling for miles in every direction, now feel less like beautiful scenery and more like walls of a cage, probably. Cage those monsters. Almost back to town, continuing down the path. You make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out at you, no scary men blocked your path. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you've witnessed, as if they happened to someone else. Hey Lynx. We were just talking about you. I stopped by Sylvie's to pick up her new tea blend, and well, you're the biggest thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. You went out with Stella last night, right? Did just something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. Okay, because if we add more people to the drama, more people can be dragged down with us. But I also don't say nothing, Avery. I really want to tell him the truth, but also we bumped into Duke a couple times while we were out there, and he had a hunting accident. Whoa, what? Is he okay? No, he's not okay. If you saw the last video, he's definitely not okay. I'm afraid Duke's no longer with us, Avery. Holy crap, I can't believe this is the first I've heard of it. Has anyone told Bo? Yes, you've taken it well, as you can imagine. I'd be getting up to check in on him today, the poor lad. I can't believe you had to see that, Lynx. Yeah, you know. This is the first time I've seen someone accidentally shoot themselves. The last time it was just in the foot. Tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Winnie can fix you some of Sylvie's brand new blend and try to calm your nerves. It's chaga and lemon balm. It's always helped me on a bad day. And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Lynx. See ya, Sylvie. Take care now, Avery. Cool. I see you're a private person. I respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. Honestly, don't think I want to drag anybody else into this mess. That's why I didn't tell my cousin. I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. Okay, so it seems like I don't, it does feel like she's not telling us something, but I also don't want to pry. Thanks, Sibley. Of course, stay safe, Lynx, and God bless. I just don't want to drag anybody else down with me, but also don't want to pry. I feel like if she wanted to tell me something, she would have told me. And with that, you're alone on Main Street. What to do with the rest of your morning? Guess we'll swing by the diner. You head towards the diner. The diner is a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. I'm definitely not doing this. Talk to Avery. I slide into the booth across from Avery. Oh, a coffee date! Ooh! Hey there, stranger. Before you can exchange words, Winnie slides up, a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might need this. The answer to 29 down is oink, by the way. What? But the clue is pen sound. How is that a sound a pen makes? Wait. Pen like pig pen? Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to guess that? I don't know. Why do you even bother with those things? You just gonna frustrate you. It's something to do to fill time, but maybe I should switch to Sudoku. When he leaves, Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter. So, what the hell really happened last night? You could tell me, I won't judge. Oh, I can flirt with him? That is fair. He is hot. I haven't met everybody. I know there's a lot of, like, love interest in the game, I guess, so I don't really know if I want to flirt with everybody, because I don't know what will happen if you flirt with... If it's like Stardew Valley, they all get pissed at you. Okay, so flirt and hot is I guess we could chat about last night, but I actually came here because I wanted to get to know you. Oh, I don't know if that's flirting or just wanted to try your tea. What if you don't believe me? I could tell you about last night, but what if you don't believe me? I'm not here to judge, I'm here to listen. You hesitate, and take a sip of your tea. It tastes like you're drinking mold that someone tried to unsuccessfully spruce up with lemon balm. It's one of those healthy blend teas. You politely put the tea back down, never intending to pick it back up. But nobody needs to know that. Should have probably warned you about the tea. Jagga does not mess around. It's supposed to be super healthy for you, and it sure tastes like it. It's a challenging drink. You share everything? Glad to have someone to talk to about horrors that you witnessed. Wow, that's some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. Monsters in the woods? I may not have lived here long, but I never heard of anything like happening around these parts. How exciting. Hadn't pegged you for a transplant. Where are you from? I moved from Charlotte, gosh, 3 years ago? Maybe a little more. I've lost track. Oh, he's from Charlotte, North Carolina? Nice! Aunt Winnie offered me a place to stay and a job, and who was I to pass up that sort of generosity? But to be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the coal folk grew up in this town. So it's like I'm the perpetual new kid. Don't get me wrong, folks around here are plenty polite and friendly, but there is shared history I'll never be part of. Why'd you leave Charlotte? If you don't mind me asking. Nah, it's cool. I have some issues with my folks about my education, which, wasn't great, especially since I was still stuck under their roof. Then my aunt heard about it and offered me a job and a place to stay, and the rest is, well, history. I get it. I felt out of place the whole time I've been here. Folks on the whole have been plenty friendly, but life is so different when I'm used to. Hard to explain, but I just don't feel like I belong. Exactly. There's worse ways to be, but I'm not sure I'll ever entirely feel like I belong here. Also, did you say it was exciting? A man's dead, Avery. Exciting doesn't have to mean good, but nothing ever happens around here. Oh man, it looks like my shift is starting. I hope you're doing a bit better. Maybe the Jugga had a chance to start working its magic. I'm gonna keep my ear open for you. Diners where everyone comes to gossip. I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange and unusual. Avery slips away out of the booth, giving a friendly half-wave before disappearing in the back. You leave the diner ready to continue your day. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So we can head to the library, but I also kind of want to go to the general store. I feel like the library's where we're like supposed to end up for the day. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at a table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. I love it, like, buy chips or something and talk to you. Okay. Hi, I'm Lynx. I just got to town yesterday. I'm Miles. Where's Chanika? Library. I wasn't supposed to work today, but she had to duck. Something about helping her YouTube friend research monsters. Sounds mad fake to me. Cool. See ya, Miles. See ya. Miles' focus turns back to his phone as you leave the general store. Cool, then we'll go to the library. Just browsing. Without stealing anything. Damn, Steve. I'm not gonna steal. You enter the former town hall. It once had been a stately foyer that's since converted to a row of shelves and meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh, hey! Settle at Stella's table. Fancy seeing you here. We're trying to research the creatures we ran into last night if you want to join. Sylvie said that she was waiting for you to get to town, so I assumed you all caught up on the ditchling stuff. Morning, Lynx. You look tired. Yeah, the estate isn't the easiest place to get a good 8 hours. I never realized houses could be so windy. I can only imagine that place is already falling apart the last time I was there, and it's been years. I can't believe it hasn't been condemned. Not that there's anyone here to do the condemning. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Before you could dig in, you remembered the boot prints you found in the garden. Hey, before we dig in, I found something in the garden this morning. You hold up a phone and show Kanika and Stella a photo that you took in the garden. These prints were in the bushes, with clear lines of sight to my window. Dang, that's creepy. Are you okay? What is that liquid around it? Looks like pus. Think it was Wayne? Boots are too big to be Tabitha's. Can't say I'm thrilled at the thought that someone's watching my room. I don't know if there is a connection here, but it felt like worth bringing it up. Do you think some could be a creep that we saw outside the general store last night? He knew your name, and those blueprints match up with the mining getup. Whoa, apparently I missed a lot last night, huh? You're not talking about Wayne, are you? That guy keeps coming to my mom's tea room. I think there's something really wrong with him. Yeah, we are. I wonder if there's any connection between that guy and what's happening in the woods last night. Like what? I mean, I don't have any specific, but we do have a whole prophecy of impending doom angled to explore, and this photo is weird. I can't stop thinking about the splatter on the ground. If whoever left that print is sick, maybe it's from a creature you encountered. Hey there, strangers. The literal stranger. Let me introduce myself. Hey, I'm Link's Tabitha's cousin. I'm in town for the funeral. Yeah. Oh, should have known you were a Scarlett. You look so much like Vivian. Thanks. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But the Scarlett resemblance is strong. Thanks. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm Oscar. Well, I'm not. We're not doing that. Chief librarian. Only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built the library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous. The kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know, the crowd she hangs out around. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up to the old Maxwell place, doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, and I'm sure keep an eye peeled. What's the old Maxwell place? It's a great old abandoned spot. It's practically a magnet for young people. Even honor students aren't free from its call. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalie when she gets home. Kids are smarter than you think. She could take care of herself. I don't want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not safe that usually is around here. Or is that so? Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going on out in the woods. That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchlings? They're apparently shown up around this place. They're the brink of disaster. They kind of look like Pillsbury Doughboy. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods. Ditchlings, don't ring a bell. Dang. Worth a shot. Okay. If you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall the town, when would you start looking? Well, they say history repeats itself. I'd probably try to figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Or should I worry about something? I don't know yet. I've been right back going to the nab some books. Behave while I'm gone, Gretchen. Aw, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen? Here, have a biscuit, old gal. Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole. We love Gretchen. I'm pretty sure Stella barked up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about a horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going out in the woods. I'm gonna remain silent. Remain silent. I'm gonna try calling Rosalie again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting in trouble. we'll make sure to keep an eye peeled. Lynx, if you see a 13-year-old girl with black braid and glasses, would you let her know that her dad's worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him. Just grabbed the whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. All right. This is going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our books, and let's get this research party started. Holy moly, reading awaits. So we're actually going to end it there because I feel like we're going to get a lot of knowledge from these books, and I don't want to overwhelm the story. So I think we're going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm enjoying playing, but that's why I don't want to drag any more people into this like stuff, because I don't want people to get hurt. But got more decisions to make next episode, so I will see you guys then. Bye bye.